Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be looking at tackling Iron Devourer in World Boss, and I will be showing you how to get into top 100. I think this is quite RNG based, so do bear with me in my explanation. But before that, we're gonna take a look at my heroes, the heroes I'm using, and their equipment. So firstly, we're gonna look at Snipper. Snipper has double lethal, double HP, a paralyzed resist, and a critical damage by 32%. He has a skill cooldown, lifesteal, and PvE critical damage, lethal damage duo. Okay, so why do you have to use Snipper is because he actually gives your whole team immunity to formation changes, and he also has his death sentence actually nullifies target's block, okay, because the Iron Devourer's middle head has actually he has 100% block, okay. So exclusive item is unlocked, and for limit break you will need increased lethal, critical damage, and also damage dealt to universal type heroes. Then we have Ace. Ace is just there for his passive, so double speed, double HP, give him a willful ring with evasion if you can, okay, lifesteal for just a bit of sustenance. Exclusive item is unlocked, not important though. Limit break, I only have his basic traits done. Then we have Ares, double speed, double HP, evasion rate and poison resist by 30%. Then she has a PvE debuff resist, okay, by 40%, so this actually covers fully for poison. Then she has increased awakening gauge and lifesteal. For her limit break, I gave the only important thing here is the counter rate, okay, because she doesn't have any counter armor. So on top of masteries and limit break and her passive, you will get very close to 100% counter. Then for Amelia, double speed, okay, because she's arena based, double HP, willful ring evasion. All these are arena based duels but also useful to increase awakening gauge, cooldown resist, and also speed attack. So for limit break, nothing important actually for World Boss. For her exclusive item, it only helps you to boost her awakening bar, so I don't think it's a priority for World Boss as well. Lastly, for Rachel, I gave her lethal. I know a lot of players actually give her speed because if your overall team speed is gonna be higher than the World Boss, then you will skill first, okay. But over here I decided to give her lethal. I think it's still workable. Double HP, paralyzed resist, and these are her duels, increase awakening gauge and lifesteal. For her limit break, I gave her increased lethal rate, so she has very close to 100% lethal. And also finally decreased damage received from universal type heroes, so this makes her slightly more bulkier. And finally, exclusive item, she increases is important as well. Reading ritual, so just these are my masteries. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at two rounds again, and I'll put the speed attack bar at the side, so I'll explain along the way, so do enjoy the match. Okay, so Iron Devourer is probably going to go first due to my low speed and due to Rachel having lethal. So he uses Constrict, which is great. Constrict is the best first move that you can get in your run. If before the Constrict, do not apply any debuffs on him, do not apply Death Sentence. Only use Death Sentence after Constrict because Constrict actually removes all debuffs on Iron Devourer. So after Death Sentence has been used, the block is nullified, you can apply critical damage, and as you can see all my buffs are in place. I will start spamming Wild Shot on the Iron Devourer. So as you can see in this first minute, after Constrict was used first, all the skills of Iron Devourer is actually on cooldown, which means I can actually sneak in a lot of wild shots because each of the Iron Devourer's head will actually do a speed attack on Ares. So after that, Ares will counter and you reset the cooldown for wild shot and giving you a chance, okay, a free chance to sneak in a wild shot attack. So this is the third hit doing the speed attack, and of course he's gonna use wild shot. I get a free wild shot here because the poison skill is not ready yet, which is very good. Okay, very timely, I would say. So you can see Amelia did her speed attack, then Sea Poison was ready. Sea Poison cooled down Snipper's wild shot, and then Devour was ready, and then Devour allowed me to cool down wild shot again. So then comes the second constrict. Okay, so when the second constrict comes, you have to use Rachel's Phoenix, preferably, because this actually decreases a lot of damage that your team will take, so that your team will not die very soon after the second constrict. Iron Devourer is going to do huge damage after the second constrict, so this is always a safety precaution. Then you should apply Death Sentence again to nullify the block, as because constrict removes all debuffs. Finally, when all this is done, you can start spamming wild shot again. So if you're lucky enough, your wild shot and all your speed attacks will not coincide with the Iron Devourer's cooldown, which actually gives you additional chance to do attacks. So as you can see, Constrict is ready actually for the third time. And looking at the time, I have 4 minutes left on the clock, which means I am actually able to use a Phoenix and a Death Sentence. Phoenix is of course to protect my heroes from dying. Because every attack after the third Constrict is going to be very painful as well. So then I'm going to try my best to stick in a Death Sentence, and as you can see, usually the Iron Devourer will actually hit Ares one more time after she does her counter, which actually eats up quite a bit of time. So if all these speed attacks are not taken into account, you will be actually able to save a lot of time and focus on just wild shot. But I don't think this is something you can control. So beyond this, there's no point in casting any more Rachel's debuffs on the Iron Devourer, but you can still nullify the block on the middle hit. So beyond 5 minutes, this is your only strategy. Apply the block after Constrict, of course, and continue to spam wild shot. And very thankfully, okay, in this run, my heroes are surviving because they have some sort of block chance. I don't know that comes from where, but yeah, even my Snipper has healed up, which is great. And look at this block chance. No idea where this block is coming from. And even Constrict didn't do so much. So I'm able to actually use an extra attack. So over here, Sea Poison kills me with huge damage, but that's fine because actually this is the highest score I've obtained for this whole past 5 days against Iron Devourer. So with 676 million, this actually places me at around the 43rd position at the point of this recording. So that is great. I hope I'm able to stay within these 7 ranks of the top 50. Otherwise, it will be a very high top 50 to 100 score. So for the second round, we're gonna try something different. I was actually intending to use Rachel's Blaze first. So Rachel's Blaze actually helps me to get up my awaken skills, get up charges all the bars, and then this is followed by Snipper's Death Sentence, which is a must. And finally, I'll start spamming Wild Shot after all is done. So if you can see, if you compare the damage output, after applying Rachel's Blaze on the middle head, okay, the damage output for Wild Shot is slightly higher, which means if everything goes well, you can actually score a lot more points after Blaze has been used on the middle head, because it increases the damage taken by the Iron Devourer. So far so good, and I deliberately let Ares do a cooldown reset for my Snipper, knowing that her speed attack comes after Ace. So do look out for these things. If you see that Ares speed attack will come in useful to help you reset and sneak in an additional attack, then go ahead and use it. So once again, cast Phoenix, cast Death Sentence, then start focusing on Wild Shot again after the second Constrict. And over here I'm trying to show you guys what I mean by, you know, Wild Shot being ready. However, it coincides with the Iron Devourer skill, which doesn't allow you to do an additional sneak in Wild Shot. Okay. So over here I'm using Blaze again. As you can see, all my skills were on cooldown, so I'm gonna use Blaze to just increase my damage and see how it goes. So as you can see here, even though Wild Shot is ready, but Iron Devourer's other skills are also ready, so this actually doesn't give me a chance to use an additional Wild Shot. Over here time is very tight. I'm able to sneak in one additional Wild Shot just before the timer hits 5 minutes. Okay, so that is how I was able to get the high score. So at this point, I'm really just trying to spam whatever skills I have from Snipper. Hopefully my team doesn't die too quickly. And in this case, it's very nice that the Iron Devourer skills are on cooldown, so I'm able to just, you know, use whatever I can. So I just want to explain. So while this is going on, I'm just gonna explain why I mentioned about additional wild shots. I think people may be confused by this term. Basically, additional wild shots to me refer to moments where you can able to use wild shot while the Iron Devourer skills are still on cooldown. So sometimes you will see the Iron Devourer does speed attacks, and these speed attacks actually cause Ares to do her counter. And when she does a counter, she resets wild shot. Okay, so this is technically one available chance to use wild shot. However, sometimes when he does the speed attack, Iron Devourer skills also are the cooldown for Iron Devourer skills are also going down, and sometimes when they are doing the speed attack, the skill gets prepared. So in this case, you actually lose that chance to use wild shot against the speed attack. Rather, you use wild shot against the skill. Okay, and so these are some of my outtakes. I hope you enjoy them and learn from them.
Take this! Take this! I got you! Get lost! Get lost! Eradicate! Get lost! Go get him! Get lost! Get lost!
Okay, so I hope the video has been useful for you in your tackling of Iron Devourer, and hopefully you will pay attention to a lot more things that are going on during the match, especially your speed attack, okay, because it is very important for you to be able to know the speed order of your team and also be able to know when Ares is gonna come in with a speed attack, and also take a look at Iron Devourer's cooldown so that you know when to plan, okay, for your attacks to come in, and of course hopefully you get a lot of additional wild shots while doing this. Okay, so if you guys have any questions about Iron Devourer, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I just want to say that you cannot use Taka for this World Boss, so you have to transfer your items on Taka back onto Snipper just for this 1 week. Okay, so if you found this video useful, do give it a like and do subscribe to my channel. I'll be back with more useful videos for you guys, especially Guild Raid coming right up after this. So thank you, and I'll see you.